Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Thomas Freeme TV and Podcast Show. Thursday morning, I pray that everybody's blessed, happy, safe, bellies are full, and that you guys are attempting to be your best selves on this Thursday, man, as we wind up the week. I just wanted to let my listeners know that I am following the Arbery case as much as possible, the trial. So I will be giving you guys updates on what I think about what's going on and as much as I can follow it. But I do want to read an article from the PBS NewsHour, and what this is dealing with is the jury selection. As you may or may not know, 12 jurors have been selected. 11 are white, 1 are black. I believe 8 were stricken by the defense with, I guess, by the judge's ruling with probable cause to do so, even though that the judge did speak out that it is clear discriminatory practice going on inside the courtroom already. So I'll go ahead and start the article. The title of the article is Judge Won't Change Racial Makeup of Jury in Arbery Slaying Trial. The judge in the trial of 3 white men who chased and killed Ahmaud Arbery declined to override decisions in jury selection Wednesday that left just 1 black juror on the final panel of 12, though he agreed with prosecutors that there appears to be intentional discrimination. Prosecutors asked that Superior Court Judge Timothy Walmsley to reinstate 8 black potential jurors, arguing that defense lawyers struck them from the final jury because of their race. The U.S. Supreme Court has held it's unconstitutional for attorneys during jury selection to strike potential jurors solely based on race or ethnicity. Walmsley said that he was limited in his ability to change the jurors' racial makeup because defense attorneys were able to give non-racial reasons for their decision to strike the potential black jurors from the panel. Race is a central issue in the trial over the 25-year-old black man's death. Greg McMichael and his adult son Travis McMichael armed themselves and pursued Arbery in a pickup truck after they spotted him running in their neighborhood. A neighbor, William Roddy Bryan, joined the chase in his own truck and took cell phone video of Travis McMichael shooting Arbery 3 times with a shotgun. Bless his heart, rest his soul, man. After more than 2 weeks of jury selection, attorneys on both sides Wednesday narrowed a panel of 48 potential jurors to a final jury of 12. Minutes later, prosecutor Linda Daninkowski challenged defense attorneys' decision to strike 8 specific black jurors, arguing they were cut from the panel because of their race. Laura Hogue, an attorney for Greg McMichael, denied that the black panelists' race was considered in decisions to strike them from the jury pool, which we know is some bullshit. We have a very clear selection process within the defense team, and the issue of race is not one of those factors, Hogue said. I can give you a race-neutral reason for any one of these. Sure, you guys sit down and you come together as to why to get them stricken. You know the law, of course. You're attorneys, so you know that you just can't say, well, we want to strike them because they're black. You come with reasons, but you did your job. You did your job. You got them struck, and you got 11 jurors that are white. So kudos to the defense attorney for a win there. Now, hopefully all 11 of these white people are conscious people and understand how detrimental it is to our rights and to our Constitution and to we the people that they go in and commit a fair and just, honest trial. They judge it as best as they can and as fair as they can, God willing. She also noted that one juror, identified in court as number 218, had written on her juror questionnaire that Arbery was shot due to his color and told attorneys during questioning that she felt the defendants were guilty. The defense has not made a case as to why this juror and her opinions are any different than anyone else, black or white, Dankowski said of number 218. She said the same thing almost every other juror said. So many had opinions, and they said they could put them aside. In issuing his decision not to change the makeup of the jury, Walmsley said the defense attorneys have been able to explain to the court why, besides race, those individuals were struck from the panel. But, he said, this court has found there appears to be intentional discrimination in the panel. The judge said the jury, along with 4 alternates, will be seated and sworn in Friday when opening statements in the trial are expected. In Glynn County, where Arbery was killed and the trial is being held, black people account for nearly 27% of the population of 85,000, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. The judge said 25% of the pool from which the final jury was chosen were black. Arbery's death became part of the broader reckoning on racial injustice in the criminal legal system after a string of fatal encounters between black people and police. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Rayshard Brooks, and many, many, many others, God rest all y'all soul. No one was charged in Arbery's death until 2 months later when the video of the shooting leaked online. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation took over the case from the local police and soon arrested all 3 men on charges of murder and other crimes. Before a final jury is seated, attorneys in the criminal case get to take turns eliminating a significant number of prospective jurors from the final pool for virtually any reason. The final process of elimination consisted of a bailiff passing a list of the potential jurors back and forth between the prosecutors and the 3 defense teams. Lawyers used the list to silently choose people to strike from the jury. Defense attorneys say that the McMichaels and Bryan committed no crimes. They say Arbery had been recorded by security cameras inside a nearby house, and they suspected him of stealing. Greg McMichael told police his son opened fire in self-defense after Arbery attacked with fists and grappled for Travis McMichael's shotgun. Investigators have said Arbery was unarmed and there's no evidence he had stolen anything. The slaying dominated news coverage and social media feeds in Glynn County, about 70 miles south of Savannah. That caused court officials to take extraordinary steps in hopes of seating an impartial jury. They mailed 1,000 jury duty notices, and nearly 200 people were questioned by the judge and attorneys at the courthouse during jury selection. End article. So what do you think? Do you guys think that this is going to be a fair trial? What do you guys think of the outcome? Do you think that the guys are innocent? Do you think that the 3 men were acting in self-defense? Leave me your opinions. Until then, and until the next time, everyone stay blessed. You know, this was a case of, again, emotions, stigma, hatred, race. I don't care what anybody says, this was a matter of race. Those men saw that black man running through their neighborhood and they didn't like it. Bottom line, if I would have been running through the neighborhood, they would have never even paid me no mind. But it was a black man, he stood out, because I gave the numbers, there's not many black people in this area, and in this particular area, it's probably all white people down the street that he was running. Was Ahmaud Arbery conscious of that fact? Was he even paying attention, or was he just out for a daily run, running down whatever streets that he ran? Should a black man have to be conscious of what streets he runs down? Again, leave your opinions. I love you guys. Be safe. Take care. Be your best self.